Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is your World Series of Poker edition, coming to you from the famous MIke The Mouth Suite at the World Series of Poker, MIke The Mouth Suite. And we are going to talk to you today about my successful weight loss bet that is officially over. Yes, I've been eating like a pig and I've probably gained 10 pounds back. We're going to talk about Poker Savvy Plus. My poker videos, they've been a little bit not so many lately because the World Series is going on, but they will be out. There will be plenty of new ones coming out soon. We're going to talk about my hand of the week. We're going to talk about my pretty rough start to the World Series of Poker, and our phone calls coming up next on the Mouthpiece. Welcome back to the Mouthpiece. It's officially over, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you out there that didn't know, I have won my weight bet. We have video footage coming up here on the Mouthpiece. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is your World Series of Poker Card Player Weigh-In Edition. As I'm laying here on my couch, it is approximately 5 minutes till 12 on June 2nd, and my weigh-in is as of 12:01 on June 3rd. And I have not eaten in 4 days, in case any of you are interested. I have been running 4 miles a day, and I have made weight. 12:01 on the clock over there, which means that I am now officially going to weigh in and make my bet. So Ted, I just want you to know that this is an official weigh-in, to know that we have an official weight here and an official scale. We see we have a 10-pound Ivacono weight. That's right, everybody. That is a 10-pound weight. And as you see, it says 0. And as you see, when you set it down, we're going to balance it out where it weighs 10 pounds. And there it is. And there it is. It's exactly 10 pounds. Everybody, 10-pound weight, we're on 10 pounds. We're going to get up, and we're going to weigh in. And for all you out there who are going to get to see, I am exactly 179. Right there. 179, folks. 179, 180, which is 1 pound under. And that is it. So, all you out there, I have made weight for the World Series. I have officially going to now go eat and drink. Party here at Timbers, bar by the house. And, so here we just finished our post-weight loss bet meal, and well, I've already gotten sick twice in the bathroom, which I kind of figured I might, because my stomach hasn't eaten in 4 days. It doesn't look that much bigger. Maybe gain 2 or 3 pounds. Probably take me 2 days to recuperate from this, but I'm looking forward to a really good World Series now. And as soon as I recuperate, well, the Omaha 8 or better is tomorrow, and everybody knows I'm pretty good Omaha 8 or better player, but I might skip it because the 10,000 mix is the next day. Horse, 2s to 7, and 2 pot limits and a no limit, and it's a big game for me. So haven't decided yet, but we'll see how I feel. Peace out. 9. It was the toughest thing I ever did, especially making the last 4 or 5 pounds. But for you all out there, there's MIke The Mouth, Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. That's right. For $10, you can have them. The ones, the skinny, Deuce Gigolo, Bigelow. I found this on the internet, by the way. It reads, he's not very good looking, but when the lights go out, he's still not very good looking. Okay. Anyways, back to the Mouthpiece here. Let's talk about Poker Savvy Plus, www.pokersavvyplus.com. MIke The Mouth videos, 7-day trial, $24.95 a month. They will be out. They will be out shortly. Every day I get knocked out of a tournament early, I'm going to go home and do a video. So there will be plenty of them out. Day one tournament for me, $1,000 with a rebuy. I invested $10,000 in this tournament. I made it all the way to 10 o'clock at night when I won a total of one single pot all day. I had 9,000 invested during the rebuy period, in which I had ace-queen against aces on an ace-queen flop. Aces versus tens all in pre-flop. I put in one-hand dart for 4,000, trying to double up. And then I picked up ace-jack versus ace and ace-king versus ace-queen. Lost them all during the rebuy period. And then proceeded to play about 3 hands the rest of the day. I thought I played really well after the rebuy period. I was completely card dead. When I got knocked out, I was 215th when I got knocked out of the 750th, and I won a total of 3 pots. Not bad to outlast 500 people. You get to wonder how bad people really do play. That was day one of the World Series of Poker for me, after missing the first 4 due to me having to run so hard and work so hard to make the weight. Day 2 came yesterday, 10,000 mixed event, a tournament I had on the schedule as a tournament I really wanted to win. I came in very, very, very high hopes, feeling as best as I'm possibly capable of feeling. Sat down, won 2 of the first 3 hands dealt, had about 22,000 in chips. The table draw I had was not very good. A lot of good limit players at the table, and being horse, triple draw, and the pot limit and the no limit, the game really revolved around whether you knew how to play horse. So it wasn't a very good table. Had one guy tried to bluff 4 people out in stud 8 or better hand, $25,000 stud 8 or better pot in the 3 and 600 level, and I ended up throwing an 8-5 low away for 1 bet, which would have got half, and the one guy with 6s and deuces scoops it all because the one guy had to bet his 2 5s on the river with no outs, thinking that all 4 people were going to fold. That was a key pot for me because that 12,000 in chips, instead of me starting the hand with 21,000, I was down to 13 instead of having 25, and you just can't overcome a hand like that. I told everybody the way the hand played out, and actually speaking, that will be my hand of the week tonight. And it was really the hand that I couldn't really mentally, well, I mentally overcame it, but I really couldn't chip-wise overcome it. And I proceeded to win 2 other hands during the day in which I doubled up with aces in a stud round from 5 to 10,000, and I also had an Omaha 8 or better hand where I had 1, 2, 4 king, and I doubled from 3,500 to 7,000. And those were basically the only hands I won. I won two small pots, the first 2 antes, 2 antes, the first 2 hands dealt yesterday, and then 2 pots afterwards. So I consider them 2 pots. I don't really consider the antes really pots. And that was it. So that was my wonderful day yesterday. I walked home yesterday smiling because I think it's really funny that I played about 13 hours total of poker and won about 3.5 pots. And I think I haven't given away a quarter. So as far as internet poker goes, I had a disastrous day when I got home where I lost 134,000 coming off of my trip in the middle of the week, and I only had half of myself in the game, and I've already recuperated all of that. And I've won about 16 yesterday, last night, about another 20 the day before, playing the pot limit Omaha cap. But seem to be winning my 60-40s and my 65-35s, and so I'm running a little bit pretty good in that game. So all well's good, all good's well. Confidence is high. I can't feel any better about this tournament. I truly believe it's going to be a big World Series for me, even though I haven't won a pot yet. My attitude's good. I'm not dejected. It's hard to be dejected when I really haven't took a beat. I just blind myself away and never win a pot. So it's been kind of nothing really upsetting really about. Today's tournament will be my 3rd tournament. It's stud 8 or better, Omaha 8 or better. As far as I'm concerned, I'm one of the top 5 8 or better players in the world tournaments. And it's a tournament where they play stud 8 or better so bad, and Omaha so bad, and I look forward for me to have a big tournament here. If I don't have a big tournament, I'll be playing the No Limit Hold'em Shootout tomorrow, 5K, which is really another great tournament. So it won't be disappointing if I don't have one tonight. But I made up a decision that this tournament tonight is more
juicier and better chance for me to win a bracelet than the shootout where so many great no-limit hold'em players. And with us playing no-limit hold'em year-round, it's very important for me to play these limit mixed game events where I have a big edge. So that's what's going on with me at the World Series. Our hand of the week is brought to you by FullTiltPoker.com and www.PokerSavvy, plus MIke The Mouth videos are there. It comes from our mixed game tournament early in level 2 last night at the Mixed Game Championship. This is the hand that probably truly cost me getting knocked out very early last night. It comes in a stud 8 or better hand. An ace raises. I flat call with a deuce up. I have 3-4 in the hole. The guy next to me has a 4 up. Comprende? A 4 up. The guy next to him has a 3 of clubs up. Are you following? I call with 2, 3, 4. The 3 and the 4 up. This is a big, big hand. When stud 8 or better, when your cards, your counterfeitable cards are up. Call. The 3 of clubs re-raises. The ace re-raises. We know the ace now has aces. I call. Steve Wolf, who is now the 4 up here, calls. Our other guy caps it. It looks like 3 baby clubs to me. On 4th Street, the ace hits the 8. He checks. I hit the deuce. Now I paired deuces. Steve Wolf hits a paint, and the other guy hits a paint. Hits a 9 of diamonds. Check. Now I checked it. Why did I check deuce 4 here after calling a cap? Because nobody's folding anyways for 1 bet after putting a cap in, and I don't need to bet a pair of deuces here and waste a bet because nobody's going to fold, and I'm not really ahead. So I check. Steve Wolf with the jack and the 4 checks. Our capper, who has 9-3 checks, he just basically told us now he has 3 baby clubs. On 5th Street, our ace 8 hits a 5. But the good news is we hit a 5. We have deuce, deuce, 3, 4, 5. I love my hand. But our next guy over the top of me hits a 6. Our next guy, Mr. Superstar Capper, hits a 5. Now they check to me again, where I bet. Mr. Steve Wolf calls. Mr. Capper calls. Mr. Ace 8-5 calls. And 4 of us take 6th Street. On 6th Street, Mr. Ace 8-5 hits a brick. Queen. Mr. Superstar Mike Matusow hits a bricked off king. Mr. Steve Wolf hits a deuce. And our capper hits a 6. Ugh. So there went 2 of my 6s over the top of me. Steve Wolf leads out. Leads out. Our capper raises it. So he's got ace, or he's got a 3, 9, 5, 6 showing. Our guy with 2 aces calls, which we know has 2 aces, and now it came back to me. It took about 3-minute decision with deuce, deuce, 3, 4, 5. My aces we know are gone. 2 of my 6s are gone. There's no 7s anywhere on the board, but you have to believe that Steve Wolf has 1-7 and the other guy has 1-7. Or actually, not even really the other guy has 1-7. The other guy looks like he has ace, deuce, 3, case 3, ace, deuce, 3, 5, 6, pretty much, or ace, 3, 4, 5, 6 to raise it on 6th Street there. There's no way that he doesn't have like a monster low. So after tons of consideration and thinking what was in the pot, the 1,204 spots plus the capping pre-flop, I think it was the right call. I was getting something like 8-1 to hit an out. And if I missed, I was just going to fold. So I decided to call for 1,200. Steve Wolf calls. Now comes 7th Street. I hit an 8. I have deuce, deuce, 3, 4, 5, 8. It's pretty much a relevant card, I think. Our aces checked. I checked. Steve Wolf checks. And it comes back to our hero who capped it on 3 and called 4, called 5, raised 6. Now, he cannot bet 7th Street here unless he's got absolutely perfect low. He decides to, and he just fires 7th Street. Mr. Aces calls, and then it came back to me, and I went in a tank for another 3 minutes, and I don't know why it took so long to fold this 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, because I analyzed every situation of any way an 8 can be good here from the way the betting went. And I agonizingly folded. Steve Wolf called. Our hero turned over. He says, I got pair 5s, which I expect him to say pair 5s and a 6 low. As he turned over his hand, he is trying to bluff the pot with one pair of fives. Very nice. This guy here who has two aces, who if they put 70 bets to him, wouldn't have folded two aces. Called. I folded. Steve Wolf made sixes and deuces, overcalled, and scoops the whole pot of $26,000. That's our hand of the week here on the Mouthpiece. I got half of a $26,000 pot in level 2 because a moron is trying to bluff 4 players with a pair of fives. And that is why I was out yesterday. So I hope you followed the action in that hand. It was one of the sickest hands I've ever seen in my life. It was impossible for me to call the river even after I made the 8. There's just no way any human could bet the river there without having a 7 low. I mean, the way he capped the 3, called 4, called 5. He didn't raise 6 with 2 sixes, and he didn't cap it on 3 with 2 sixes. So that's our hand of the week on the Mouthpiece. Okay, it's time for the favorite part of our show today, our World Series of Poker edition, our phone calls. There might not be money out there today because I didn't know if I'd have a show today because I was in the tournament last night. So let's light up the phones. Let's hit it. Welcome to the Mouthpiece.
Hey, Mike, it's JJ.
JJ, what's up, brother?
Nothing much. I just wanted to call and wish you congratulations on your weight loss bet first.
Thank you so much. As you know, it was very hard for me, but somehow, some way, I did it.
Well, that's good, yeah. I just wanted to know what your schedule is looking like for the upcoming events and stuff.
Today is the 2-8 or better tournament, 2,500. It's my, all the 8 or better tournaments are where I'm a monster favorite. So I look at a tournament like this as one where at the end of the night tonight, 75% of the field's going to be gone, and I will be still in there with good chips, whether I catch cards or not. It's a very, very good tournament for me because of things that I know about 8 or better in tournaments that most people don't. So it's something I'm looking forward to. But on the other hand, there's a 5,000 shootout tomorrow at noon that I want to play. So if, God forbid, I get in the 8 or better and never win a pot like I haven't won one in 2 days. So it wouldn't shock me. I haven't won a pot in 2 days. So if I went 3 days without winning a pot, it wouldn't be totally shocking. The 5,000 shootout is a tournament I really want to play tomorrow at noon. Now, if that doesn't happen, then it's definitely going to be the No Limit Hold'em on Saturday afternoon. And then there's a ladies event Sunday, which I'm not playing, which I probably have a bunch of ladies walking around here that are smiling at me right now. They're working in the room here that want me to put them in. So I'll probably be staking half the girls I know.
We want you to put it in.
You want us to put it in? Wow.
I just wouldn't be happy about that.
Yeah, I know. Well, Jess kind of likes. Oops. Oops, bleep. All right. Well, JJ, thanks for calling, my good friend. And sorry I haven't talked to you lately. I've been real busy.
Oh, I know. You've been busy and all that stuff. Just wanted to wish you good luck and congrats with your weight loss. So.
Thanks, buddy. Take care.
All right, man.
Later.
Bye.
Hello. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike.
I'm on the Mouthpiece. How are you?
You are. You're on the special World Series of Poker shorthand edition of the Mouthpiece, coming to you live from the famous MIke The Mouth World Series of Poker suite.
Very, very nice. Hey, congratulations on winning your bet, first of all.
Thank you, man. It was the toughest.
You're welcome.
It was the toughest thing I ever did. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I was gonna win it. I mean, I did always think I was gonna win it up until the last 4 or 5 days, and then I had a lot of doubts, and I just kept working and never giving up, and I just kept running and never giving up, and I just now believe in anything in life that if you never give up, you're going to succeed in, because I swear to God, I never gave up, and I never thought I was going to make it. So it felt good. I've already gained about 10 pounds back in 3 days, but that's okay. I figured I would, because I was really, really drained for those last 4 days. That's about it.
But you sound so much better. Like, you sound better. You're playing better.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, right now my mental condition is great. I mean, I played two tournaments already. I won a total of 3 pots in 2 tournaments, and I laughed when I walked away both times, because It had never been seen so card dead in my life, but I thought I played great both days, and I still truly believe something big's going to happen in this World Series, and I'm usually right when I say these things. So,
I believe that. I believe that too. I wish you the best, man. I just really want to call in because I saw it was a special edition. Keep up the good work. Win some bracelets, man.
I will, man. Any good questions for me or no?
I don't really have anything today. I want to leave the phone open for people who have, questions. I just called to say congratulations to you on the bet, and that's about it.
All right. Sounds good, buddy. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Peace out, man. Later.
Peace.
Welcome to the Mouthpiece.
What's going on, Mikey? Kevin from Kentucky, buddy. How's it going?
Kevin from Kentucky. Welcome to the World Series of Poker edition of the Mouthpiece.
Excellent. So, what happened with your $10,000 mixed game?
Wow, that's an amazing thing. Me being one of the top 30 people out of that tournament, I bet you I would have laid probably 50 to 1 that I wouldn't be out in the top 25 or 30. I actually didn't win one hand. I won 2 hands, to be honest with you. I won the first 2 pots dealt, or I won the first hand dealt, then I got all in twice with like 3,000 in chips, and then I 5,000 in chips and doubled up, and those are the only hands I won. I took a vicious beat for half of a 25,000 stud 8 or better pot by a moron that's trying to bluff into 4 people with a pair of 5s and no low. And I made me lay down an 8-5 low, and a pair of aces called and 2 pair overcalled, and I laid down. And that was pretty much, I couldn't overcome that. I'm pretty happy the way I went broke in a pot limit Omaha round. Just never won a hand, and I was pretty happy. I thought I played an A+ game yesterday. So coming from me, that's pretty good. I thought the day before in the hold'em, I thought I struggled early to play well. Once the rebuys were over, I got my head together. I thought I played really good, and I thought I played an A game there. So just won 3 pots in 2 days, and I've been card dead. So I'm looking forward to today.
Gotcha. What games were they playing in it, Mick?
Oh, it was great. It was horse, triple draw, pot limit Omaha, and no limit hold'em. I wish they'd play that game every day. I'd be rich.
Yeah. And I do have an Omaha high question for you.
All right.
All right. Let's say you flop bottom trips.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty sure you got the board I'm playing right now is like an ace 5, 6.
Okay.
And I've got bottom trips, and I'm pretty sure the other guy, there's only 2 people in the pot.
Okay.
And it's a very low limit deal, but I'm pretty sure he's got 2 pair because he bet, I raised, he re-raised me, I got all in.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of bottom trips in PLO, especially with a 5-6 on the board. If he'd have bet, I probably would have called. I would look for something clean on the turn, like a paint card, if I thought that he didn't have 3 aces, and then I would put it all in on the turn. I really like to put all my money in on the turn in pot limit Omaha, where they have 1 out, where they're drawing to beat you once. Of course, if he has aces up, now you're in a great spot, but it's tough to just always put them on that hand. So what happened?
He got an ace on the river and beat me. So,
So
it came out.
What came on the turn?
Like that too. There was a paint card on the turn. It was a queen on the turn.
What do you have?
So,
A6?
He had A6.
I see. So that's a little. That's almost a little bit like I was saying. If we call him on the flop and he bets the turn and we pop him and put it all in on the turn, he's put to a decision on the turn. I mean, he can't. He's got to give you aces and queens. You're probably going to win it right there too. And if he calls and he hits the 2 outer, that's exactly what I was just telling you about putting it in on the turn. So,
Right.
You just got unlucky.
Gotcha. Yeah, I did. I mean, it happens in that low limit crap that I play too. But,
It happens in the high limit crap. It happens probably 3 times more in a big game.
Yeah. And I'm going to be, I actually get to Vegas on the 21st. I'm going to see that Ultimate Fighter finale at the Palms.
All righty.
So sometime after that, I'll come over to the
I'll be down here at the Rio.
That's where I'm staying too.
All right.
After Sunday on. So.
All right.
Well, Mikey, I'm glad you won your bet with Ted. Too.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Call me back anytime.
We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye, buddy.
All right, everybody. I'd like to thank you all for calling in here on the Mouthpiece today. Sorry wasn't so many phone calls today. I didn't expect it to be a little bit small, a little bit short. But for those of you who did call in, thank you so much. And we're going to be back next Thursday, hopefully, here on the Mouthpiece. If not, that means that I'll be in a tournament. And if I'm in a tournament, There will be updated news of when the phone calls will be in for the Mouthpiece. But either way, we will have a show next week. I'm MIke The Mouth Matusow. Thank you for all my fans who supported me during my weight loss bet. It was hard. It was brutal. But I did put $100,000 in my pocket. I look good. I wear a size 34 waist now. And I'll tell you what, I feel good. I'm coming back with a bracelet. I just don't know when. Thanks, everybody.